Hi guys, welcome back. Two more in Bruges on the Force 9's YouTube channel, continuing the Circle of Bruges save on FM 2015. And in today's two games, we're facing Oostende, our local rivals at home, and we are also travelling to Sint-Truiden. The table looks a bit different than it did last time where we were top, but it's very, very tight. As you can see, only 2 points separate the top six. And a win today would see us possibly go top depending on other results. Us and Zolta both have a game in hand. So if we can better Zolta's result and still win, then we will go top. But we could go as high as we could go anyway here with our two games. We'll see what happens. Let's go through the games off screen. No signings to make, of course, because the deadline transfer window is over. Speaking of transfer windows, this weekend I'm thinking there's no Premier League games this weekend, of course, because there is international football. England are playing San Marino in Switzerland. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because I can't do a Force 9 Thinks for predictions because there are no Premier League games, I'm going to do a Force 9 Thinks which is going to be about the transfer window. I'm going to do like a team by team review and try and sort of rank the Premier League teams in order of their transfer business. It'll probably be over 2 videos, otherwise it'll be a very, very long video. So I'll probably do the bottom 10 in one video and then the top 10 in another video. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I've also put it on Twitter. I've said, you know, if you want to see something like that, then give it a favourite or a retweet and just let me know if it's something you'd like to see. It's something floating around in my head because, of course, I can't do a Force 9 Thinks for the predictions this week. Just a little point there that I wanted to make. So let's go through some games off screen. Then last time we lost to Ghent and we drew to RMP, which wasn't the best of results, I think. Ghent. They also a game not long after that. They lost 4-0 at home, and they beat us. And the RMP game, a late own goal, cost us a couple of points and we dropped 2 points. So 5 games played off screen. Now this game, this is ridiculous, okay? I won this game in my sleep. I'll just say that much, okay? Well, half the game, I'd say. We were 3-0 up by half time. Let's actually go to the game. We were 3-0 up by half time. I had to make a change in the first half because El Masaudi took a knock. We brought him off and we brought on Dusen, who didn't play very well. And yeah, we didn't concede a goal though, that's important. And then I pressed the second half, fell asleep, didn't make any more substitutions, and literally I woke up and we won 4-0. K.S.V scored in the 56th minute. I don't know what the goal was. I'm going to look at the goal because I haven't seen it myself. I did 45 minutes of this game in my sleep. So let's have a look at K.S.V's goal. Yeah, and I mean the conditioning still stayed fairly good actually, considering that we did not make any substitutions after 22 minutes. Okay, it was a cross by Halilai, a young right back who I thought I'd give a game to, and he put the cross in and K.S.V converted with, I'm assuming it was a header. So yeah, there are a fair few different players in this match. So Halilai started at right back, the 17-year-old fullback. I started Siglet on the left, who also did very well. I gave Maharam his first appearance. He's another regen. He's an 18-year-old left winger. And I gave Mans Herman his first game and he scored a goal. So he's actually been playing well. I've started playing him in the league as well. And the bench was kind of experienced, so if we weren't doing well, then I could always put some more experienced players on. That's given us a 7th round tie against Westerlo. And if we get through that in the quarterfinals, we'll face either Genk or Patro Eisden, who, if you remember them, in our very first season in the second league, they didn't win a single game. They knocked out Standard Liège in Liège on penalties. So, yeah, and they didn't win a single game in the second league. They are back in the second league. They got promoted this past season as winners of the third division. And yeah, in the second league last time, they didn't win a single game when we were in our first season there. So it'll be either them or Genk in the quarterfinals if we make it there. Then we won against Mechelen. This was a 2-1 victory. 2 goals scored by K.S.V in the first half. We conceded a penalty. That was Dusen, I believe, that conceded it. Donny Gorta converted it. That was 5 minutes after the restart. And then the 69th minute, Mans Herman scored off the bench. Sacco has stopped scoring. I think he got 8 in the first 6. Well, he's got 9 now. He's got 9 in 12. But I think he had 8 goals in the first 6 starts. And since then, he's dropped off a bit. So I substituted him and brought on Herman, who scored the goal to give us the win. Fairly even match. We had a little bit more of the ball, but we got 7 shots on target. It was a good result. Then we drew 2-2 away against Genk. We were 1-0 down in this match. Jel Vossen, who I think this is the guy that moved twice in one transfer window, if I'm not mistaken. He was at Cercle Bruges for a loan spell about 5 years ago. Played 17 games and he scored 6 goals. But I think it's this guy. He moved twice in one transfer window, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the same person. So he scored their first goal. Haki Sako, I like calling him that though. I did it accidentally last video. Now I'm going to say it all the time. Haki Sako converted a penalty in the 20th minute. Then we went behind again. His name, Yakuslu scored in the 45th minute. And then a minute later, we brought it back to 2-2 before half-time. Gelashvili scoring the goal there. So, yeah, a draw. Probably didn't deserve the draw. You know what? The penalty was our only shot in the first half. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think we only had maybe 2 or 3 shots in the first half. There was a game where we had not a single shot for a while. But yeah, a 2-2 draw against Genk. Then we beat Zolta 1-0. I think this is a good result. And not one that was deserved. This is the match. We didn't have a single shot in the first half. Our first shot didn't come until the 50th minute. And our goal, Bart Boyser with a free kick, which I think Ronaldo and Beckham can be proud of. This was at least 30 yards out, I would say. I've got to show it. It's a great free kick. And yeah, a 1-0 win, which probably wasn't deserved. Zolta had more of the ball, but that free kick was fantastic. It was a good 30 yards out, maybe more. So yeah, fantastic free kick. But then the last game where am I going? The last game we lost. This was a 3-1 defeat against Lemel. And they scored very early on. Renaud Imond scored in the 3rd minute. And then he added his second of the game in the 42nd minute. So half-time we were 2-0 down. I went with an aggressive team talk. Showed me something else in the second half. We pulled a goal back. Mans Herman scored 10 minutes after the restart to bring it back to 2-1. But then Macadou scored in the 78th minute for Lemel to make it 3-1. And then things were made even worse. Boyser got booked. And then 10 minutes after that got his second yellow card. And we had to finish the match with 10 men. Pretty even game in terms of shots. Lemel had a bit more of the ball, but our defending was pretty poor. So that was a bad result against Lemel. Which brings us to today. We are hosting Oostende and then we are facing Sint-Truiden away. And I'm hoping for a couple of wins here. We are doing well, you know. We've only lost 2. So I think the table is looking good. We've won 6, drawn 4 and lost 2, which isn't that bad. I think that's good. So we'll see how we do. Club Bruges have played 2 games less than us, so they could still do well considering they have 3 games in hand. We're playing our game in hand, not today, but we do have a game in hand to play soon. It's the Club Bruges game because that was postponed because they were in the Europa League. So we're going to play the Oostende game. Okay, I didn't do a press conference. For some reason. I must not have saved it. So I'll do this and then I'll skip to the game. Okay, here we go. Anderlecht have just beaten Club Bruges 3-0. Nijar scored 2 and Defoe scored 1. And they had 10 men. And they still won 3-0. So we're on the Oostende game. This is a local derby. Oostende aren't that far from Bruges. So, yeah, this is a local derby. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. We're going to stick with this formation. It's doing well. But we have Boyser suspended for this match. So Sigley will come in to left back. And, yeah, we are having some issues in that we are not playing our homegrown players as much because we're getting rid of them. So I think in the next transfer window, we have to buy more homegrown players. I don't think there's anything else here I need to change. Actually, I'm going to drop Van Acker for this game because he's struggling a bit. I'm going to play Ismaila Ndiaye as a ball winner. I think we'll leave the starting 11 at that, but we do need to change our bench a bit. So I'm going to put El Masaudi on the bench. And I think we will leave it there. Yep, I'm happy with that. So let's submit the team. And let's see if we can get a win against our rivals here. Because he's not playing very well. That's why I'm not playing him, because he hasn't scored in a while. And Herman is actually scoring. Okay, right, we are the favourites, so show me what we can do. Let's go for some individual team talks. Okay, there's a fair bit of green in there. I'll take that. So let's kick off. Well, let's wait for Oostende to kick off, rather. Let's see how we do. No instructions set. We're just going to see how the first few minutes pan out, and then we're going to make the relevant changes. And after 8 minutes, there hasn't been a highlight yet. Make that 15. Right, we've been overrun in midfield. Let's try and control the game. We'll leave it on flexible, and then let's retain possession, work ball into box, drop a bit deeper, close down more, And we'll add more as we go on. But they've got a throw in here. Vloe with the ball. Here's Ruben. Vloe. Back to Ruben. And he's got a free shot there and he takes it. And it's 1-0. That's not the start I wanted. Well, we've had a shot, but it was blocked. And they've had more possession. And they're passing the ball better. Right. I don't want to lose this game. We've got a corner here, though. We might get something from this. It's come out to K.S.V. That was a rocket of a shot. Very quickly, that ball was travelling. And it's back to 1-1. Didn't take very long. And it's 1 apiece. The corner from D'Alessandro was put into the box. It was headed away by Despotovic. And, sorry, let me see that again. That was an overhead kick. It was indeed. Okay. Toure to Ruben. Here's Vloe again, who set up their first goal. Here's Misona. And he's got a shot away. It was parried by Martinez. Ruben will now try and put the ball back in. And that's won by Sicle, but he's committed a foul in the process. And they've got a free kick near the corner flag here. It's headed away by Ducen, only as far as Misona, who will try and put the ball back into the box. And that's good tackling there by the number 8. Now, halfway through the first half, it's 1 apiece. They've had a few more shots than us, but the possession is equal. 35 minutes played. I'm going to go for a more structured shape. And we're going to carry on. And it doesn't look like we're going to get any more highlights here. Half time, it's 1-1. I think, yeah, just 1 goal will do it. I'm not going to make any changes. I don't think we need to. I think if we can keep up our defending, then we should be okay. So we start the second half. The goal scorer K.S.V. starts us off. Here's Christophe Dahane, who hasn't done as well so far this season. I wouldn't say he's losing his place, but he's not playing as much. We've got guys like Medeiros, and we have youngsters coming up in and Amala. And past the hour mark now, I'm going to make a couple of changes. We are going to bring off Dahane, and we're going to bring on the young Maharam and I'm also going to bring on Van Acker for Kleiber. We're going to put Ndiaye up as a central midfielder automatic. We'll turn Van Acker into a defensive midfielder, and we'll keep going from there. I don't think we need to change anything unless we go behind. Then I'll probably switch it on to attacking. We're halfway through the second half here, and it's still 1 apiece. And the shots are equal now. We're having a bit more of the ball, and they've got a free kick. Storm. It's headed away by K.S.V. Milic chases after it. The number 14 is not far behind. Here's Deplu, and that's a header away by Bordin. Milic now under pressure from Ndiaye. Here's Schmisser. Descend with a header away. Van Acker to Gevlik. To D'Alessandro. To Ndiaye. And that's a good ball. K.S.V. Van Acker. Get the ball in the box. He does. K.S.V. It's a winner. Possibly. With 10 minutes left. That was a great cross by Maharam and K.S.V.'s on the end of it. Suspicions of offside, but we'll have another look at the replay. Van Acker, that is a great ball to and first time on the cross. K.S.V. on the header. I think the number 43, I think it was 43, was keeping him on the side. And they've got an injury now. I don't know if they have any more changes to make, but they have an injury. And Ndiaye is now struggling, so I'm going to bring on Vila, who hasn't played very much. What is his best role here in midfield? He's a very versatile player, but I think he has struggled so far to get into the team. We're going to have him as a roaming playmaker, I think. With 6 minutes left, I'm going defensive. And let's see if we can hold on and win this game 2-1. Hope maybe add a third. We'll see. We're heading towards injury time now. I'm going contain. And I'm going to waste time and play safer. And let's see how we do. We've got a throw in. It's one back. K.S.V. Herman's there. It's a good save by the goalkeeper, Bilbao, I think it was. And with 1 minute and 20 left, we've got a corner. We could make a third here. Schmieser heads it away. Vloet gets the ball back. Bordin fails to win it. Storm to Siani, and they're moving forward here. Storm. Come on, get it away. Hubrook with a cross. And that's held on to by Martinez. They might have one more chance, but we've got the ball. If we can hold on to the ball until the end of the game, we'll see out this match 2-1. But then moving forward again here. Siani to Rubin. And that's poor control by him. Van Acker wins it back. Keep it in the corner. He puts it out of play. 20 seconds left. This is their last chance. Despotovic. And then puts it back out of play. And that's going to be it, I think. There we go. Full time. We've got a victory. 2-1. We played okay. I think there wasn't too many concerning performances out there. But I think we just need to switch focus to the next match. Because we didn't play great, but we didn't play badly. So there's not a lot else I can say. If you don't say anything, usually you get a bit of red in your player reactions. So to say don't get complacent, I think is the best thing to do there. Galasvili got both goals. The first goal was an absolute beaut. So yeah, great performance by the Georgian forward. 32 years old, he's still scoring goals. So that's really good to see. Yeah, we have a real eye for goals. So if we score goals, we can win games. That's great. I will do the team talk off screen. I'll skip straight ahead to the next game, which is against Sint-Truiden. I'm going to turn off my camera as well and turn it back on because last time the camera didn't last all the way until the end of the video. So I'm going to do it in 2 separate recordings. So I'll see you very shortly. Okay, that took a very long time because there was an international break, or at least like a 2-week break between fixtures. In fact, it was actually more than that. It was 22 days. So there were 3 weeks between fixtures. I don't know why that is. There may have been more, I don't know. I really don't know why that is. But we're on the Sint-Truiden game now. And we're away. And the table looks like this. We're in 5th place. We played 13. So we have 2 games in hand. This is one of them. And a win here will take us top. But other people are playing, I think. So we'll see what happens at the end of it. We have an injury, which is Kenneth Hudret, who doesn't really play. So that's not that important. But other news, in a press conference, we were asked about the chairman, who is actually looking at possibly selling the club. He's listening to offers, which is interesting because he, on a couple of occasions, has threatened to sack us. He's given us chances and we're still in the job. But if we get a new chairman, if we get a new boss, he might not be as lenient. Then again, he might think we're doing well. So it could go either way. We'll see what happens. But let's go into the Sint-Truiden game today then. We're playing that formation 4-2-1-3. So there's a gap there because I'm dropping De Gea for this match. He's in poor form. He's not doing very well. We're going to start Maharam and I'm also going to start. We're going to start Nando. I'm going to start Nando as well because D'Alessandro has not been doing great either. I'm going to leave the strikers as they are, and the defense is okay. Desane's not in great form, but we're going to leave him in there because I think it's important to get a good sort of run, to get a good run going, to get a solid defensive pairing. Bordin and Dusen are that solid defense pairing. We have good backups. El Masoudi's good. We also have the young Amran, and I've got him out of the squad now because Dewale won't probably play for us beyond the end of the season. So I put him in the under 21s just because he won't be playing really. So this is Bordin's 100th appearance for the club. He had great potential at the start, but now he's probably not reached that potential, but he's still a good player, so we are going to start him today. Let's kick off. Again, no instructions. We'll just see how we go, and then we will make the relevant changes that we need to make. So 15 minutes played, not a single chance yet. So it's been equal shots. We've had more possession. Let's go attacking, and let's get some instructions out there. There we go. Okay, 36 minutes. There still hasn't been a chance. What's going on? 42. Come on, guys. Not a single highlight in that first half. Make some team talk changes. There we go. Go structured. Float crosses. Play wider maybe? There we go. Start the second half. And let's see if we can at least see a highlight in this half. From the kickoff, probably going to be nothing. There we go. The token highlight. 55 minutes. We've got a corner here though. This could be it. It's headed away and DA will chase after it and he's won it. And here's Kleiber. Passes it back to Sid Clay. Here's Givlik to Nando. He's taking it round the guy. There, and it was saved by the goalkeeper. That's the first chance of the match. We've had a couple of clear-cut chances, but it's still 0-0. That's the end of the highlight. Coming up to the hour mark. I'm not going to change anything. We're going to throw in here. Ndiaye to Nando. It's come out to Here's Kleiber. Here's Sid Clay. Board in. That was a poor pass forward. He's won it back though. Here's Maharam. Didn't know why he didn't pass to Sid Clay then. He was going past him, but never mind. Here's Kleiber. He's dispossessed. And now it is Truiden that move forward. Here's Sukutapazu, a former player of ours. Ari Papel to Cesar. And he's shot and it's saved by Martinez. Here's Galashvili. Herman, come on. This is good. And it was won by Fernandez, who passes it back to the keeper. With an hour played, I'm making a change. I'm going to take off Galashvili and I'm going to play Sacco. I think, is he a Trecatista? I think he is. No. We'll leave him as a Trecatista though. We'll do that, and we're going to give him a game. Give him a game. He hasn't scored in a while. Let's see if we can get one here. Because Galashvili's had a rare poor game. They've got a corner here for Truiden, and it's a goal from the first shot was saved. They scored the second, and they've had a couple of half chances, but we should be winning this. I mean, we've got 80% pass completion. We've had more of the ball. We've got to throw in here though. Maharam, Nando. Oh, that's a quick reply. Halfway through the second half. It's one each. Cheeky Nando, 68th minute goal, and it's back to level 1-1. At the moment, we're in 4th place, which isn't too bad. But again, the top 6 is very tight, so we could finish anywhere in there. Hopefully we stay in the top 6. Here's Gevlik, and the pass there was poor. It was deflected straight away. Here's Papel, and he's gone for it himself, and he's forced to save. I'm going to make another change. I don't know what it's going to be though. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Vila. Actually, Shadow Striker. We'll change the formation around a bit. Let's see if this helps. Vila hasn't played very much. Hopefully he can get us a goal, because the strikers haven't been on top form this game so far. So let's see if we can get a win here. A draw wouldn't be too bad. Sint-Truiden are a good team. And with 14 minutes left, it's still level. 18 minutes played now. Right, last change is coming. It's going to be a defensive change. It's going to be not El Saudi. It's going to be Cornelis, who is leaving at the end of the season. I've decided to sit him for release, so this will be his last year with the club. He's still the captain, but he's not playing very much. He hasn't started a game yet, I don't think. So that's what's going to happen there. 3 minutes left into injury time now. It's still level, and I think it's going to end that way. But they've got a late highlight here. Ndiaye wins the ball back. Here's Kleiber to Nando. Here is Sacco to Vila. We may have a late chance here. No, we've lost the ball. Here's De Kevi to Fiore. To Skills, and that is the end of the game. It's 1-1. I thought we played very well. We defended well. The strikers weren't exactly on par. I would say you were unlucky today. And as for the strikers, I'm not happy with your finishing, I'm going to say. Sacco seems to lose confidence. Oh well. So with that draw, we're in 4th place on 26 points. We are 2 behind standard, but we have a game in hand against Club Bruges still to play, which may come next episode, because I think it is probably in about 4 or 5 games time. So let's have a look. Yes, we are one of the best tacklers. One of the Sint-Truiden players has slammed his manager for the team talk during their draw. Okay, so apparently, so Ferreira, apparently the the manager did not get his team talk right, but we still couldn't beat them. So maybe they were expecting something else. But a draw is okay. So next time, oh, I'm sorry about this. Right, so we've got Kortrijk, Westerlo, Standers, Charleroi, Lokeren, Westerlo. So there's 6 games before the Cercle Bruges game, and then again we have a 2-month break there during the winter. So I might do the Right, we're going to play the second Club Bruges game. So what we're going to do is next time we'll probably play Lokeren and Westerlo, and then in the next video we will play Club Bruges and oh god, that's almost it. Okay, we're almost, well, I say the seasons do not take as long because there's not as many games. Right. Jenna, we might still have cut games to do, so what we will do is the next game will be around this sort of place, around the Locker and Westerlo area, and then we might have another cup game. But I do want to play the Club Bruges game, so we will look into that, and I will see what we can do. But yeah, the seasons do not take as long, seeing as there are only 16 teams. But then again, there is championship groups and playoffs to contend with, so maybe they do take a bit longer than we think. But yeah, my voice is going again, which isn't great. So a win and a draw isn't too bad. Of course, it's put us in 4th place. We're only 2 points off standard with the game in hand. But Club Bruges have a lot of games in hand. In fact, they have 4 games in hand, so they could go top if they win all those. We'll see what happens with them. But that's going to do it for this video. So next time we'll be around the Locker and Westerlo sort of area. It'll be a game at the end of December. So I spaced them about a month apart. So that'll be it. But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like down below, and if you want to make any comments, then you can make them down there as well. And if you want to see my videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and it will pop up in your sub speed. Hopefully, YouTube have been a bit bad with that recently. The videos are not appearing in sub boxes, and you're not getting the live tweets as they go live, which is a bit annoying. I do have to do them myself sometimes. But hopefully it'll be fixing. I think it's because of the whole YouTube gaming thing. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's because of that it's happening. But I don't know. But never mind. We'll go straight into the next episode, which will be coming out hopefully on Friday. And then this weekend I will be doing a separate video. I think if there's if people want to see the transfer window review, then that will definitely be coming out. I'll probably do one video Saturday and one video Sunday, because it'll be 2 parts. Because otherwise the video will be very, very long. So I'll probably do that into a 2-parter. But as for this video, that'll do it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.